No, so how come no, if we're so big on taking out elder dragons, how come no one was ever like, hey, yo, we should go take down that guy I just took down? Up until now, they've been really chill about that, up to the point where I left high rank without even fighting it, which seems weird. Something I don't like about loadouts is that when you're doing the loadouts, whenever you're updating a loadout, if you don't have 100% of the items in your inventory right now, you can't do it correctly. So like, I realized at some point my loadout stopped having the materials for shock traps because at some point I ran out of the material. But then as a result, now it's not in the loadout either because I updated the loadout for another reason. And now the actual component that helps you with shock traps is no longer in the loadout. So I need to keep manually re-adding the item as I get it, like bit by bit, and then update once again the loadouts with the new total. And I'll keep doing that until I get back to the actual stack cap again. It's weird. I would love it if you could just manually set loadouts of like, fill my inventory with these items as much as you can, and just that be that without it being so specific and finicky. Because their solutions are weird at times.
Hello.
Lately, we've been receiving reports of elder dragon sightings all across the continent. I'm thinking about heading to the research base to let the 3rd Fleet Master know what's going on.
Greetings.
Yes, yes. You went and did the study, didn't you? Gone in a flash? You helped us take our elder dragon research to another step forward. Everyone is ecstatic. We've poured all that energy into creating this doohickey, and it's, as specialized tools go, it's pretty special.
Thanks.
Think of it as a gift from all us scholars. We hope it serves you well. The thunder-proof mantle, I assume it resists thunder energy. Really blowing your mind right now, right? No one's got another brain thing for me to do. Let's see. Brain thing for me to do. And no more quests. Still not complete with this tier, huh? Oh, right, because I have a bunch of special arenas never got around to, because, who cares? Maybe they lead somewhere eventually, but I'm like, they're low-rank special arena missions. I've done all the other missions, generally. Like, this whole tier is, there's nothing in that tier. These are just special arenas. Everything else is done. And these are 2 more arenas. Might just burn through them in off time at some point, but yeah, other than that, we're all caught up on missions. We're good to go. Things are going great. Alright, so I got 3 people to talk to. The field team leader, the huntsman, and the fleet master. Because we've got all 3 tracks updated.
Alright.
The scholars from the ecological research team have told us where we'll find Kushala Daora. It's in the Elder's Recess. It must have left the ancient forest and returned to its roost. Which is good news, actually, since we don't want that thing anywhere near base. All the details are in a quest I put together.
Be careful.
The rest of the field team are on their way there. Join us as soon as you can.
Whoa, partner! That was a Kushala Daora! Didn't expect to see one in the New World, too.
What?
What? Teostra? Haha. So this is the Elder Dragon that has been strutting around the waste. My old friend. My old enemy. It was the Emperor of Flame that left these gashes in my armor, and now we will face each other again. Any hunter worth his salt should be grateful for a chance to test his skill against such an opponent.
It's time.
Are you with me? Sign up for the quest, and we shall pursue Teostra to the Elder's Recess. Yeah, I think I'm going back to my stabby daggers.
Going after it will definitely put all of your skills to the test. I think you'll be okay with a full belly.
Due to it being at maximum tier, I'm definitely most interested in using my weapon that's, I think, that is a maximum tier for this high-level runs. Whereas this weapon I'm using right now can't get to that tier until I kill some of the bosses that we're about to go after. Huh, I figured he'd help an old man out with his troubles. The canteen storehouse is looking bare, and an empty storehouse means empty stomachs. Our good chief is looking glummer than an Aptonoth in the middle of the ocean, and he had his hands full And me hands are full at the moment. There's some accident I'm supposed to be going for here, probably. That's why I need a fella to help me out. I'll set up a delivery request for you. Do me the honors. Puke sack plus. Why not? I'll do that.
Full steam ahead.
Oh, Urogen shoot. He had like a series of different new quests apparently. Prismatic paprika. Oh, that's a food reward. Enrich rump. Ancient but fresh. That's not what that. Those words don't fit together. Unless they're just saying like it's an ancient life form, like the crocodile. It's been around since the dinosaurs. Except that one's been around since this century, because it's not ancient. The Third Fleet Master. Right, I have to go on a trip. Yerp. Well, let's visit the canteen first, so I don't have to load back into this place after I do after I talk to her. Excuse me. But yeah, if you were hoping for if you were hoping to watch me slowly climb my rank all the way up to Hunter rank 100, I don't know if that's happening. that would come at the expense of so many other playthroughs I could do in that time. I'm more interested in whatever amount of content there is and to get the Monster Hunter experience and then kind of move on. There's a lot of interesting things to be said about that kind of stuff, where it's like it's the difference between beating a campaign of a game versus like lifestyle games. There are certain games like Destiny and Monster Hunter and MMOs, but more recently a lot of games that aren't quite the same thing as MMOs, like Warframe and stuff like that, where for some people, Factorio is what I've noticed from a lot of people, and Overwatch is just there's certain games that are for a particular audience that is just going to play the same game every single day for like the majority of the year, or if you're real into it, some of these people will keep going for like years with the same game. And I kind of got into that here and there sometimes, mainly with the Halo 2 I played for a very long time, and I played Diablo 2 for a long time, and World of Warcraft for a long time when I was into those games. I'm not generally into that kind of single track, like sticking to one game forever as much as I used to, but especially not for video playthroughs purposes. If there's nothing new to show, and now it's time to do like the grinding loop, which can be satisfying in its own way. That's not like the type of video series I generally do. And like I've done the Destiny grinding loop, by the way. I played it obsessively for a little while when it was a brand new game, and I even did the Vault of Glass raid when it was brand new, and was like I was in on all that and putting on all the hours. And I didn't have any friends that played the game, so I was doing it like with pugs, like using the online like let's match up with people service that somebody set up on a website somewhere, and I was finding people to play Destiny with, and I was getting the maximum gear, and like I quote unquote I basically beat the game as far as you could at that time. But then I was like, all right, now let's go back to doing my YouTube channel, because at the time my YouTube channel was basically dying as a result of my single-minded focus on Destiny, which I wasn't even recording. And now I'm here. I know what Elder Dragon we're dealing with in the Rotten Vale. It's called Valhazak. That's the tentative name we gave it the last time it appeared. Valhazak is the reason behind the effluvium. For some reason, he's wrapped up in a coat of the stuff. It must be lurking down at the base of the veil, where the effluvium is thickest.
Do well.
I set up a quest to investigate Valhazak. You should get to work. We need to find it this time, no matter what.
It's clothed in effluvium? What kind of crazy monster are we dealing with here?
Oh, yes.
Let me ask you something. The other day, did you do a quest called A Tingling Taste? That was for me. Thanks for taking care of it. For a part of a little side project, I had asked the head honchos to get me a great Gyros Fang. What did I use it for? Let's just say I made something a little demonic. Go to the canteen at Astera. Have a look at when you have some time. Run along now. Demonator brew. Ooh. I miss out on stuff around here because I don't like coming here. Because you have to do a whole separate loading screen, and half the facilities don't even work here. I kind of wish it functioned as like an alternate base that had all the same things so you could do everything, but you can't. Ah, Hunter, what miraculous timing. I have a little job for you. There's a certain something that we in Third simply cannot resist, and I would like your help in whipping some up. If you do this for me, I'll make sure the fruits of your labors are well stocked in Astera's canteen. The only catch is that this needs to be kept between you and me, understand? No leaks, no rumors, nothing. I don't need to give those rascals back in Astera the wrong idea. They already assume we talk about nothing else here. Master Ale. Being cooped up in the research all day gets you in the mood to cut loose. You ready to go wild? Responsibly. I wonder if that's some kind of joke about Monster Hunter Tri. Supposedly the 5 waves are supposed to be representative of the 5 Monster Hunter games. We're the 5th fleet because we're in the 5th game. Monster Hunter Tri being the one that was on the Wii and the Wii U, and the only one that I've owned in the past, but I've never gotten around to playing because it's so daunting. I think I actually have Tri and 3 Ultimate as separate copies. Both on just sort of acquired as an afterthought on heavy discount. Just like, yeah, I've always wanted to get into that franchise, and then I just didn't, and then 4 came out, I'm like, ew, it's on a DS. I hate those. I'd be on a real console, please. Kushala Daora. So it can be found in the New World too. It maintains a large territory back in the Old World. That means it's frequently sighted. Some scholars say it's the most typical Elder Dragon. Oh, get shit on apparently. They're calling you basic. If it's made all the way to the New World, then it falls upon us to research it and show just how vast its territory really is. Ah, we're back to having assigned missions again. Haven't had that for a while. Yeah, the Nergigante was one of the last ones. Wow. Crazy to think how I've probably been in a high rank for as long as I was in low rank, if not longer now. So it's crazy to see how little of high rank shows up in the actual assigned menu. We have Hellish Fiend Val Hazak. Let's see, you're in the Rotten Vale. Elder's Recesses, Teostra the Inferno, Dragon of Steel. They're kind of straightforward about what element these are, aren't they? Like, I don't have any intel on them to help me out necessarily. But Teostra the Infernal clearly made of like this fire everywhere. It's really obvious. Look at his icon and his name, the Infernal. So that's pretty straightforward. He's also in he's in the Elder's Recess, which is the volcano level. There's the Rotten Vale one, which he's called the Hellish Fiend. He looks all rotten-y, so I'm guessing he's kind of... he just is the rot. Although, to be fair, I'm not really sure what element that is, necessarily, as far as the game's elements go. But Kushala Daora, Dragon of Steel. Pokemon logic, Steel should be weak to, like, lightning, right? So that's actually the best first target I could go after, then. He's also in the Elder's Recess, apparently. So my last enemy was a lightning enemy, clearly, which means his weakness would be free if you want to attack him with not lightning. This guy is made of metal, so you probably want to attack him with lightning, so it's really good that I specialize in that at the moment. Kushala Daora, Dragon of Steel. The Elder Dragon tracks in the forest, Kushala Daora. I'm sure of it. We know it's in the Elder's Recess. For the safety of everyone at Astera, we're counting on you, and only you, alone. Probably. It's probably what I'm going to do here, is fight it alone. Which is hilarious, because, like, this whole game's ramping up to these big, bad Elder Dragon fights, and, like, I'm like, where's our army of people? This should be such a big deal, and I'm so alone. Come with me, everybody. Please. I could multiplayer, obviously, on purpose. But might as well see if it's possible to beat them on my own. I don't know. it's satisfying to beat everything on your own, obviously, but also I don't know what scale we're talking about here. If this might be like, this might be the part of the game where they're like, nope, fuck you, it's time to, like, suit up and get your crew together and take on the big bads. Because no matter how good you are, it doesn't really matter, doesn't really matter how much of a badass you are. You were not going to solo the Vault of Glass in Destiny when it was new. Obviously, they did the thing where you could level past it when new content came out, so it doesn't count anymore, but that shit was not designed that way.
Good luck, field team.
Okay, got it.
Let's start investigating.
Let's start investigating indeed. Does it
We should
even...
get going too.
Is it even on my thing? It is. Oh, wow. It's on my thing, and it's really filled in, actually. I'm actually kind of surprised that the unicorn didn't have a cutscene to introduce it when I found it. I get the feeling these guys will. But yeah, there's no unicorn cutscene. I kind of want a nice up-close and personal zoom-in cutscene for every single enemy. Which they can do regardless of story, because that's how this chapter worked. God, the Elder's Recess was so good, and it did exactly what I wanted the whole game to do. Which is just, let me go find a monster and then show a cutscene when I find it. That was cool. Oh yeah, here it comes.
Use everything at your disposal. That's the way it works here in the new world.
There they
I'm
go again.
sorry.
Always gotta be first.
Are your wings also covered in steel?
Watch
Does
that
he-
wind.
Hey, you come back here. So there might not be a crystal dragon after all. He's a dragon that does a tornado of crystal, but not exactly a crystal dragon the way I assumed there would be based on the obvious amount of crystal everywhere. I'm just gonna hang out in your taint for a while if you don't mind. Seems really effective. Uh-oh. What you doing? No. Oh, is he doing wind? In your face. Ow. No, I said in your face. Stop that. Aha! Oh god, that's some damage. That's something to be worried about. Excuse me, doing a quick heal. Ow. Rude. No, he knocked me away. Whoops. Uh-oh. Yeah, I knew that was bad. Shit. Oh no. What was that? This is just a weird animation. Oh no. This is how you get taken down. No. Damn it. I felt good about that one for a little while too. Then I got free. Then the infinity stun begins. I'm coming back for you, damn it. Got all the health bar I can get. Oh wow, he notices you quickly, and he's on you. I'm in here. You can't get me in the taint hole. Ow. Come back. How you feeling, buddy? You feeling good? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need earplugs. I need earplugs. I need earplugs. I'm in Archdemon mode. Ow. I don't have an off button. Ow. Okay, he's trying to hit my off button. Stop that. Stop hitting my off button. I'm supposed to not have one of those. It's rude. You can't see me. I am super sneaky, and you can't find me. Uh-oh, he found me. Spine. Did I spine him correctly? Or not? I can't tell, honestly. Oh. Not as exciting as you'd hope for it to be.
They say Kushala Daora command the wind. I'm not inclined to disagree right now.
You get injured, fall back and wait for the next chance. Stupidity is not something I tolerate.
Like there's anything that you do tolerate.
None of you are helping me. You're just pretending to be here. It's just really weird how they're all pretending to be in this fight. Why am I doing all this? I don't know what. I honestly don't know what I was looking for in my inventory just now. I'm running out of green. Is he leaving? Good. I could take a moment to do this. As is often the case, I kind of have no idea where we are, health bar wise. Oh. Ow. Ow. I'm just hacking away at you. No breaks. Never a break. You don't get breaks. It's gotta be consistent DPS. Never stop hitting. Ow. Rude. What's he doing right now? That's a... He looks really weird. He has some strange looking animations, I gotta say. That looks like the prance that the freaking unicorn was doing, but looks just really weird on a dragon. Stolen. Ow. I'm trying to hit you a lot. Just let it happen. Ow. Are you limping already? Are you limping already? Is that what you're doing? I can't get him. I got him in the head. Hey, dragon. Dragon. Dragon, dragon, dragon pod in the face. What's he? Where is it? Where is it? Where? There it is. God damn it, that shit is invisible. I said it before, but like, looting chunks of enemy bodies is like the core thing in this game. Why is it so hard to find these things? It's just so weird. Like, the whole level's white, and they're like, you know what the drop that is? The piece of guy that falls off that you pick up? Wow, hiccups. Yeah, the piece of guy that falls off that you pick up, just make it white. It's like, oh yeah, how's that, what's the last level of the game gonna be? It's gonna look like a bunch of little that everywhere. Look at this. It's just the item that you pick up that when a guy gets hurt, except it's everywhere, and it's the entire level around you. It's just that over and over again. I'm like, how do you spot it? Ah, there was a thing. I see. I see. Oh, he's sleeping already. Hey, it's that place I learned how to climb during the multiplayer, the stream thing. Just like walk into a bit and, you know, like climb it, right? No? But I saw it happen. How are people doing it? I saw them doing it. Let's see, you recommend to right here. I don't get it. How is everyone doing it? I've seen an entire party of people be on top of there before. But like there's no vines. And I think I did it too momentarily, and you just did it by walking into the wall. And it's just not working. Fuck it. Hey you. Wake up. Grab your brush, put a little makeup. Why'd you leave the keys up on the table? Uh-oh. He's probably not happy about that. We don't know as you're fighting me in my element. Colin rejointing. You know what I like about these Elder Dragons? They're boss fights. They're not a dumb thing. Whatever. They're not whatever freaking what was it called again? What it was? I'm actually forgetting what it. Wow, I'm legit forgetting what to call that boss. What was the boss that this entire game was about? I can't think of his name. Jesus Christ, I'm fucked. All right. Wow. He had a trick, evidently. Zora Magdaros, that's what it was. Alright, well, I'm not sure what I was supposed to do there. How big was the AoE of that attack? I can get a minor health up, or I can go for like a big defense up. Do you have a defense up XL? I tried making my own platters, and I genuinely don't understand what's happening here. It makes no sense to me, and I don't know what's going on. Like, I guess you just have to read, but these are all feline skills. I just want the actual stats that they give you, like the status effect middle part, which is what I've been basing my decisions on. I don't know how to find something that gives me attack up or defense up or something. Like this entire screen makes no sense to me, and I don't know if there's any way in game to figure it out besides looking. Like, I think, do you have to just look up a video or something? Can I pick like all red ingredients to get like a damage boost? Does it work that way? Now it's defense up small. What? Why? Like, why is that the result? Elemental resist up small. Yeah, I don't know how it gets defense small, element resist small. So if you're wondering why I'm not doing custom meals, I don't understand the mechanic even a little bit. Like, I have no idea what I'm looking at every time I look at it. And I'm like, what is this? Like, there's some kind of combination system or something? Like the Ginny from Golden Sun or something, maybe? But generally, I'll just pick one of the options the game just gives me instead. Because I'm like, what do you want from me, game? There's probably a spreadsheet online somewhere. Which is probably what I need to do if I ever want to make a custom one. Because I don't know what they want from me. Like, I just don't even know how I'd even learn in-game how that system works. Is my weapon sharp? It is. He didn't like that comment about the you're in my element now. Really? I still can't? My health must still just be maxed out or something. At 180? Because he won't use mega nutrients. Is he still doing it up there? What the hell? Like, that destroyed me. Uh-oh, here it comes. Is he coming? Or is he leaving? Oh, cool, he's leaving. Okay, so now that I saw it from that angle, it seems like the attacks were, like, localized a bit. There's, like, 3 tornadoes. I thought the whole area was just a giant tornado, which admittedly I was inside of it, so it's pretty hard to tell. So when he does that, I guess it should have run away, but even that's not a great option. Because I can't run away if I'm inside of it, because I wasn't able to move, really. I think this is where the Elder Seal stat comes in, which is supposed to... I think it's supposed to stop people from using those attacks altogether. But I don't have that. And I don't know if I have great options for having it across my weapons in the first place, but I'm not going to suddenly spawn it mid-fight at the very least. So while we're in this fight, I have to do with what I've got. So you versus me.
You alright? That was seriously impressive.
Really? No way. No way. That's amazing that he was that close to death. I mean, he was at the grave place, so it makes sense, but holy crap. He spiked me to death so instantaneously with that mega kill. Huh. Interesting. So my takeaway is that his damage is not threatening, and his moveset, like his physical attacks, are not threatening. I was able to get through that stuff just fine. The real threat was his status effects, in that he was able to chain stun me via various effects that stopped me from being able to react. Mainly I was just standing there, and then I died. And then after that he had a super attack that just made the game unplayable for a bit, which I might have been able to defeat with Elder Seal. But then he didn't do it the next time around, and then he died. Ta-da! What's that? High commendation. Water resist suture enduring in miasma. No, sorry, wrong button. Oh, my 2 feints cost me 6k. Dang it. We're working on that flash fly cage proficiency. I think it did stun him that one time, didn't it? I'm not sure if it's really an upgrade over him healing me randomly. Honestly, with how desperate these fights can be, I think I didn't notice his flash fly necessarily being super effective, whereas him healing me every now and then is really good for my health management. You never know when he'll do it, because he's the AI and he's inconsistent. But sometimes I'll be stunned and you'll fly over and heal me, or you'll heal me in the middle of my combat when I'm like at half health, and I'm like, oh cool, I don't have to go out of my way to fix it. I feel like there might be a hint of being a little trapped in that, on one hand, I think the healing skill is really effective for early game or generally like general soloing stuff. And there's some, whereas some of the other skills might be better for like end game, like really specific situations where the healing is less important and it's all about being doing the ideal stuff to the enemy. But at that point, if you're doing if you want a group that does the ideal stuff to the enemy specifically, then you'd probably be playing multiplayer, because when you're playing multiplayer, then all of your allies can do way more than your Palico ever can. Yeah, I find the healing very helpful, so I think I want that back. Oh right, the Tail Raiders were back. How do you do, sir? They kick you out like you're not going to want to immediately deploy another Tail Raider Safari right afterwards. Yeah, everyone always just has max stats. There's not much question of who to send. I don't fight Laviosoth too much lately. Let's see if you can get chunks of that boss for me. Okay, bye. I saw someone to talk to, like, right outside. Load for me. Do it. Do it!
Not bad.
You are incredible, Hunter. You advanced our study of Kushala Daora and made sure everyone in Nastera will be safe. How do you like it? Sorry, how do you do it? Where do you get your strength? It's beyond me, I'll tell you that. Anyway, fine work with dealing with the Kushala Daora.
Thank you.
And of course, thank you for keeping everyone safe. You are the mega badass. Congrats on being the hero that everyone knows. Ha! Figured you'd help an old man with his troubles. The canteen storehouse looking mighty bare. Oh, again? It's always the same thing. He usually says something about an Anjanath Radhaban carapace. Not investigations, complete deliveries. Thunder sack for Master Ale, Radhaban carapace for Great Mutton. Doom. It's always safe to grab the one that says, go capture some monsters. That'll happen sooner or later. The number one thing that happens in this game. Time for that restock. No, not cultivate. Collect. There we go. Trying to max out the thunder bugs so I can restock correctly, even though I'm fighting dudes that you can't even use them against.
Considerable accomplishment.
Excellent work, dear hunter. Your work on Kushala Daora has provided us with invaluable information. I'm glad you returned to us unharmed. So, what is it? Kushala Daora. That's the wrong button. Although I did finish the thing, huh? Boom, completed. Teostra and Valhazak. Nah, I don't think I have information on him, do I? What does my hunter notes say about our new baddie? Any updates? Ooh. I was right. He's weak to thunder and immune to water and ice. Ooh. And weak to blast. So he was weak to both of my weapons. That's bad. That's really bad news. That's really bad news. That means that none of the other ones are probably going to be 3 stars weak to either of my elements if they spent both of the 3 stars on the same dude. That's a really bad sign. That's the worst sign. That's the baddest sign of all. Yay! So I've restocked my flash bugs, now I can register my loadout to show that correctly. That's good. How's my item bar? Yep, that's what I thought. They're back at they're back at the end. Bigger wasp station. Delivery. I really wish I could remove some of these from my entire menu and just like maybe make the game, maybe the game just has you use them from your inventory or something. Just because they take up space on this hotbar full of important things. And I don't want to go tapping through things that aren't as important. It's a bad thing to have in your way. All right. So now I update you again. Weirdly, you can't update that from here. So like, this is where your loadouts exist, but there's no button that lets you go to your quick bar. So you have to exit to the start menu, I think. There we go. So that should be updated. Good. Good.